Okay, so in my last video on the install of a dash cam, I had some questions about what I did to figure out the difference between a switched ignition fuse and a constant power fuse slot within the 2022 Outback. So I've got my multimeter here and I've got our fuse panel, and I should be able to show you. I'll remove the connections that I put in. And I'll show you what I did briefly. So I've got my multimeter set on DC voltage. That's what you see here with the V, with the solid line and then the dash lines underneath it. And right now we're just showing kind of a fluctuating nothing, more or less. And if I just take the probe, I'm going to put the probe on a ground line. And what I'm going to do for that is you could either use the spot where you grounded the dash cam harness, or you can use, I'll use this door bolt that's right here. So put your black probe on your ground, then you take your red probe. And I'm just going to probe both sides of this. What you should see when you probe both sides of this, so this one is basically nothing. As long as it's showing millivolts, you're not getting any voltage through it. We should be getting 12 volts DC off of this when we have constant power. Right now the vehicle's off. Again, we got nothing out of those. Here we get 12 volts on this one right here. And you can probe both sides, but you should only get the voltage on one side. So again, this and right here gets us 12 volts constant when the vehicle is off. And then to figure out ignition power, I turn on the vehicle, repeat that same process. And what we found when we did that last time is we found this slot here ended up having the switched ignition. And so you can somewhat rely on what you've got on your fuse panel, but it doesn't always tell you. Like the slots that I tested, basically empty. So it's not going to tell you whether they're switched ignition or not.